Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to the CD Racoola Show. Today we'll be reviewing the 1988 film Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Before we truly get down to clown here, would you be a little sweetie Petey and go ahead and subscribe to the CD Racoola Show? I would be most appreciative. This film was fun. Plain and simple. I'm not going to give it high marks on the old scarometer, but it's really not meant to be that scary. If it had a funometer, which I don't have one, it would be at the tippy top. Or the toppy tippy, whatever you want to say, but if you want to be scared of clowns, then you really need to watch it, or get into the Terrifier franchise, or even take a look at Ronald McDonald, the clown here. He was once the mascot of McDonald's. I mean, Ronald was pretty darn scary, you have to admit. I guess that's why McDonald's doesn't use the clown's likeness anymore. Oh boy, I miss Ronald. People are just that scared of clowns that they became so scary and such a taboo subject that retirement was the only option for old Ronald McDonald. I attribute the fear of clowns to Mr. Stephen King, the master of horror, and his creation of the It franchise. It's just so darn scary. Also, it could be the real-life mass murderer and psycho, John Wayne Gacy, who was occasionally a birthday clown. Yikes. I guess that's a good move, Mickey D's, getting rid of Ronald. This film had it all. Oversized aliens from outer space who look like clowns and want nothing more than to drink your blood after they shoot you with a gun that turns you into basically what amounts to a giant wad of pink cotton candy. This film was meant to be pure horror comedy entertainment. And quite frankly, I like the dark and scary stuff, don't get me wrong. But occasionally horror can have a lighter side. And it's okay to laugh when an alien looks like a clown and knocks a bully biker gang leader's head clean off his shoulders with an uppercut. If you remember that scene. One of the things I like about this film was that it used clowns, of course, and the image of carnivals and circuses, and was able to turn it all upside down and inside out to make it, dare I say, evil? Heck, even the popcorn and the puppets were evil devices of these alien clowns in this film. And that includes shadow puppets that will literally eat your face. The ship or layer, or whatever you want to call it, was even similar to a funhouse tent that you may encounter at your local circus or carnival, Oh, by the way, I guess the popcorn was actually the clowns in their larva stage, by the way. The clowns had kazoos that were long arms or tentacles that would strangle you, and the only way to kill these ghastly clowns was to pop their red noses that would send them spinning before exploding the clown themselves, destroying them completely. They also had pies. Oh, so many pies in this film. And some of those pies even had what seemed to old CD to be a little bit of acid or some alien mixture that would melt your body on contact. Oh boy. This film was directed by the Chiodo brothers, who have done the special special effects for multiple great films. Lots and lots of films they've been a part of. But a few of the highlights for me were Critters and Ernest Scared Stupid. Not to sidetrack too much, but how much did you guys out there love Ernest Scared Stupid? Anything with the character Ernest is going to be a comedy for sure. We all know that. We get it. But that film, it did have some horror elements, you have to admit that. And I thought that the trolls that the Chiodo brothers created were pretty cool looking and honestly pretty darn scary for a movie that was really more designed with the kiddies in mind, not so much as full-grown vampires. Suzanne Schneider in this film, whom was in the 1985 film Weird Science, as well as some nice work in the horror films Night of the Creeps and Return of the Living Dead Part 2. John Allen Nelson in this film, playing the ex-boyfriend policeman. John Allen Nelson was also in Baywatch. From horror films to Baywatch. What an interesting transition that was, huh? The police chief, who doesn't believe in clowns at all until it's too late, mind you, is played by John Vernon. Now, John Vernon played the mayor in Dirty Harry and the dean in Animal House. Mr. Vernon was very, very good at playing characters of authority that no one really liked. Hey, everybody has to be good at something. I just happen to be very good at creeping around at night, stalking people, then draining them dry for my own sustenance. At least I'm good at something, you know. Give me some credit. Anywho, this film had great directors, cast, premise, and was loads of fun. They have an upcoming game, supposedly, Killer Klowns game, but if it's anything like the much-anticipated sequels of this film, I wouldn't hold my breath if I were you. I feel like I've been told for years and years that there would be sequels to Killer Klowns from Outer Space, but so far I've seen a lot of nothing. It's a super fun film, and though the marks on the scarometer are quite low, as I mentioned earlier, I would highly suggest watching it a time or two. Why just watch it once? Go back for round two, you know. It's just pure entertainment. I'd like to take this time to thank you for joining me here on the CD Racoola Show. Thank you so much. And if you killer clowns out there would put down your cotton candy guns and give this episode a like and subscribe to the CD Racoola Show, I would be so happy. And you want to make me happy. Happy like a clown! Don't forget to join me next episode when I review the film The Resort. Should be fun times, my dears. Before we part ways here, let me drop some advice on ya. If you see a meteor or some glowing object fall out to the sky, it's probably best to head the opposite way and not go looking for whatever landed. I mean, how many horror films go wrong with a glowing object falling out of the sky and people go looking for what that object may be? Curiosity killed the cat, you know. More often than not, it's some kind of bloodthirsty alien creature or a beast who wants to take control over your body or mind. So just be cautious out there, rather. That's all I'm saying, you know, just be cautious. Don't ever say old CD isn't looking out for you. Ta-ta! Ta-ta!